Speaking of your DJ deck, did you want to talk a little bit about your equipment and what you use?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you like brand specific? Are you like,
My very first DJ setup, I don't even remember the name of it, but it was this little thing that a friend of mine said, just grab something small. So I think I bought it at Best Buy, right?
Okay.
Just to start mixing, because I would see all these DJs with different equipment, and so I would ask questions. What does this do? What's the difference between this and this and this? I love questions. I love the question why. Why is such a great question?
Yeah.
Because if you don't ask, then you don't know, right? You don't learn.
Yeah, exactly. Even with this, like I know sometimes you come to me like last time with a little tech question or something, and I'm like, everything you do, I literally have no idea how it works. I'm like, you literally have 50,000 buttons, more than my keyboard in front of you, and you're like putting different songs together and everything. It's super cool. So that's why I was like, yeah, I need to ask about that. I have no idea what exactly to ask or how to phrase it, but I want to know how your setup works, because I just see everything back there like.
So right now I have a simple setup. I've seen some DJs that have this really cool extensive setup. I have a simple setup. So what I have is my DJ mixer. It's the oh my gosh, what is it called? I know it's the 2. It's the DDJ-SX2.
Okay.
I know there's a 3, and it's really cool. But I mean, Pioneer puts out a lot of really, really good equipment. I mean, Pioneer is such an amazing brand. But my very first
hashtag not a sponsor.
Just kidding. Right? Pioneer.
Right. If y'all want to sponsor our show, your logo's already in the studio.
Right?
Just kidding.
Yeah, my very first setup was super small, just to learn how to mix songs and how to keep track of the BPMs, the beats per minute, and to start recognizing what's the structure of a song, because different genres have different structures. And so that was my very first setup. I bought it at Best Buy. Then I started looking into turntables, which are really cool, but also they're pretty heavy. And so me being, not super strong, right? I needed to look into something that I would be able to use and move around, set up myself. And so I went with Pioneer CDJs, the 400s, the CDJ 400s, which were 2 small digital turntables, right? And a small mixer, so Pioneer. And that gave me the flexibility to be able to carry them wherever. They were not super heavy, easy to connect. And those were really cool because I would be able to do CDs or a USB or my laptop. And so after that, I switched to this.
Right, I've been seeing more and more of them go full digital, right?
Yes. I mean, there's so many really cool setups now. So the one that I have gives me the flexibility to hook up my laptop and also do CDJs, which is really cool. To do the USB, which is really cool. But yeah, I mean, it's Pioneer. It has 4 channels. I like the 4 channels.
So is that going into your laptop for the music as well, or is that just for Twitch?
Yes, no. So the way I have it set up is I have my mixer going into a sound card. So the music goes into a sound card. The sound card goes into my laptop. I hook it up to my OBS. My OBS recognizes the sound.
Nice.
And I'm able to stream that into Twitch. I have a separate program that allows me to stream to Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. But recently I've been just sticking to Twitch. Facebook just seems to cut me off. So I'm trying to I'm trying to just stick to.
I recently got my first live strike on YouTube as well, and that
oh no.
Yeah, I was streaming and I was like, hey, why'd my stream get cut off? And I started it back up again, not realizing that they had sent me a warning. And by starting it back up, they sent me the official warning, and it's like every time I log into Creator Studio, it shows that now. I'm like, oh no.
Oh no. Yeah, so that's another reason why I've been just sticking with Twitch. Twitch doesn't do any of that, and so I'm planning on doing other content on YouTube. So that's why I want to stay off of that, because I don't want to get those warnings. But yeah, I mean, it's a simple setup, but it's kind of complicated. Just the idea of how do I run the sound to not necessarily have speakers, because I don't have speakers here.
Right.
I only run a small speaker, which I use as my monitor, and the sound that comes out of my mixer going into the sound card, going into the laptop, going into OBS, that is what the viewers see. Mm-hmm. But that's not what I stream out here, because of course, since I stream at 10 p.m., I don't want to have music super loud in here. I mean, especially with the neighbors. The neighbors are super, super cool, but I don't want to be that loud for them to have to come on and knock on my door. Hey, you're being too loud.
And then even with headphones, it loses some of the vibe, and it, like, you can't hear yourself talking, so it might be a little bit more difficult.
Yes, yeah. So it's really cool. The sound card gives me that flexibility to be able to have that high volume on the stream, but not necessarily have it blasting in here in the room. So.
Nice. Yeah, the sound is honestly, I try to do some guitar streams where I have my guitar going into my computer and then trying to do the same setup, and even just the slight delay that happens between getting from your computer to OBS, it can really like mess up everything. Like just hearing it back, I completely fall out of tune, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm pressing it at the wrong times, and it's confusing. And so it's smart that you have an external sound card to handle that.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And right now that you mentioned that it kind of throws you off. So people have asked me, why don't you wear your headphones? Because when I DJ, I don't wear headphones.
Yeah.
And so the reason why is because in a live setting, I would need my headphones, right? To be able to mix and not necessarily hear the big speaker right next to me. But I get buzzing sounds now, and so yeah. So now I leave the headphones to the side, but I'm still using them. I just raise the volume in them, so I use those headphones to still be able to hear.
Oh, that's smart.
What I'm mixing in, and then on the other side, I have the speaker monitor to hear what I'm going to be streaming. And so sometimes when I have people over, they're like, why, how are you able to capture what's coming out of here and what's coming out of here, and then mute everybody else who's talking around you? And so it's difficult, but I don't know, we just pick it up. We pick it up and we're able to do it. So.
Yeah, that's one of the things with Twitch is everyone has a unique setup because the requirements are all different. Like even with gaming, like I've seen some people where they have a over-ear headphone and then they have like an AirPod inside of it underneath the big headphones so that they could have like their Discord chat and their game chat and their like everything all mixed together. And it's kind of wild how we still have to do all that. But you've done a great job.
Really, thank you. I think it's really cool that we are all getting so creative and trying to see how can I do what I want to do, right? How can I make this work? And yeah, everybody's getting super creative.
Yeah, for sure. So I don't want to keep you very much longer because I know you have a show at 10 today. That's exciting.
I do.
I want to be dropping in, so I'll let you go. Did you want to give any shout outs or anything? I wasn't sure if you wanted to do a set still since it's kind of late. We could probably, if you're down, maybe show up for another interview and we could catch up some more and chat a little bit more and do a set or something. But I definitely didn't want to pressure you to stay long or anything.
Yeah, no, I do have to go. I do have to set up still. But yeah, definitely. I am down to do another one, and we can figure out next time how to hook up my setup.
Yeah.
So the sound comes to the stream.
That'd be great. Yeah, for sure.
Well, I'll try to figure that out.
No, that's exciting. Any shout outs you want to give before we drop?
I mean, I definitely want to thank everybody that dropped in to support MSCFA. Yes, thank you so much. I mean, you and Nancy have always been there for us, so I appreciate that. 100% Mexicana, you are the bomb, girl. 100% Mexicana is one of my mods.
She got you on Twitch, so I'm happy.
She got me on Twitch, right? She got me on Twitch, and she's been there from the beginning. Even when we were, 3 viewers, 4 viewers, this girl was putting out that vibe out there.
That's awesome.
And setting such a good energy, and she's been there from the beginning. So definitely super thankful for 100% Mexicana. She's one of my mods.
Mods are so important nowadays. I learned that the hard way.
yes. And Gastrita, I mean, the wifey, she's the one that has to put up with my madness here. Me staying up till 3 a.m, try to figure things out. What cable do I need? Oh, I need to run to the store again. So she's definitely have to appreciate the wifey for being able to or willing to put up with all my madness and support my craziness and putting so much on my plate. And Roxy, I see Roxy in the chat. Roxy, thank you so much for being here. Roxy, definitely appreciate your support as well. And I think I saw Blackout earlier. Blackout is a friend of ours that we met out here on Twitch, and we've been making so many cool friendships.
Awesome. I really appreciate you bringing them in too. It's funny how our communities really follow us, and seeing all these new names. I'm excited to get to know everyone, and I'm happy that we were able to make these kind of connections. It seems like a really great platform, and I'm looking forward to doing more on it.
Yeah, it is. And like I said, I mean, I love the Twitch community. Everybody's been super supportive. There's just so much talent out there, and it's cool to see other DJs and people who don't DJ but they enjoy music, and just supporting everyone. So it's really good to see all the love and support.
Yeah, for sure. Well, thank you so much for being on. I appreciate you very much, and it really warms my heart that you're able to come on the show, even though I'm so small and I don't really do much, or I can't provide anything in return. But you coming out, I know that it's gonna make some great content, and I'm gonna put all this on YouTube, and I hope we can do more in the future and more collabs, because I really love what you do.
Yes, I likewise, Mike. I appreciate you, and yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter if it's 3 people watching or 300 people watching.
Right.
I think that the energy and the vibe and the intent is what matters, and
For
so
sure.
I enjoy doing this. So
I had a lot of fun
we
too.
definitely have to do it again, and I'll play music next time.
Nice, that'd be fun. All right.
Yeah.
See you later.
All right, thank you so much, Mike. We'll see you soon.
Bye. See you soon.
Okay.
What's the channel for DJ Luna? You can find DJ Luna at twitch.tv/DJLunaM. Here's the spelling. twitch.tv/DJLunaM. Her show starts at 10 p.m. You're going to want to drop by. What? You've never heard of Stream Savers? And you thought PewDiePie was the only YouTuber to make a game? I made a game too, and it's called Stream Savers, and it's available for pre-order right now for $9.99. And that's a great price.